Sheesh. BBN, Jeff Frost. Drop something. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. I got a couple of things I want to get ready real quick. I got to hit a couple of things on my computer. Today, we're going to be talking about, I want to talk to these immigrants real quick. I want to have a discussion about the Democrats, just specifically because I found something extremely humorous that they're doing currently. And I don't understand how people are going to vote Democrat again, but I know that they are. So we want to talk about the immigrants, especially the fact that Chicago is about to start making immigrants police. This is absolutely insane. How can you make somebody police before you even make them a citizen? That's my point. Not that whoever they make a police officer shouldn't become a police officer, but how is making someone a police officer before making them a citizen make any damn sense? With that being said, I want to have a little comment about Tasha K today. And I also want to talk about Hannah Payne. I don't know if y'all know who Hannah Payne is. Hannah Payne is the young lady that there was a car crash. And what she decided to do was she decided to chase down a person that was leaving a car crash. I'll explain all of this in a moment. She decided to chase the person down. And then requisitely, she ended up shooting the person and taking the person's life, apparently. This is the young lady that was on the telephone. While all of this was happening, she was on the telephone. The police were telling her to not chase this black man. Well, the police didn't know who it was, I'm going to assume. But the police was telling her not to chase this man. She kept chasing the man. She caught up with the man. And then she ended up, and I'm going to assume she did not take his life on purpose. I'm going to assume it was an accident. I don't think she took the man's life on purpose. I don't think this was one of those situations where she was like, it's the purge or something. I think that she realistically went up there, and because of her lack of trigger discipline, obviously, but lack of the ability to be able to actually handle the firearm appropriately, that's what got her in that situation. One of the main things I want to say something real quick, and I'm not saying this in order to be able to help anybody do anything that they're not supposed to be doing. I just want to say something that's going to help you, especially if you're in a situation where somebody is confronting you and you have a gun yourself and you're trying to keep them off you because you're trying to protect yourself and whoever you are. One thing that you should never do is get within like arm's distance of the individual that you have the firearm on. I think that if she would have maintained distance and she wouldn't have ran up to the gentleman and tried to do whatever the hell she was trying to do, I think that there's a good chance that man would have probably stayed alive. The police would have been able to pull up to the scene. He would have been able to get medical attention that he needed, because what apparently was happening, he was going through a medical emergency at the moment that he actually had an accident. So while she was busy trying to chase him down like he was some bad guy trying to get away, he waited there for about 20-25 minutes and the police never showed up. And he was having a medical emergency at the moment. So he probably wasn't even cognizant of what was going on. He probably was like, what am I doing here? And then jumped right back in his car and tried to pull off and go home. She chased him down, and this is when the situation happened. So she just recently got life in like 18 years or something like that. Life in 8 years. They just hit her with that. And the reason why I want to say this is because you know how I'm constantly telling y'all guys, be mindful of what you out here doing. You out here thinking you're doing good deeds, but in reality, you just getting in the way and you causing problems and creating situations that don't need to happen. So a lot of times people was like, yeah, but I was trying to help. I used to have a relative that used to always sabotage my life, and that was always their excuse. No, but I didn't know. I was trying to help. So either you're incompetent or you just over here just doing weirdo shit to me every 5 minutes. Those are the only options. There are no other options. I got the screen. I'm having a problem with something over here. I'm having a problem with it all morning. Give me one moment. I'm having a problem with this all morning. I don't know if this is a YouTube issue. Oh shit! I don't need the other screen no more because I'm not doing the other thing. All right, good thing. Oh fuck it! I was mind pay me no mind. Before when I was doing it, I needed two screens. I thought I do not need two screens anymore. Shout out to that shit. But I do like the other screen, so I am gonna still try to go get it in a moment. So I do have a question, and the question is: should immigrants be able to be police officers? I hate when I hold on to the space bar. Should immigrants be able to be police officers? We're probably gonna have a lot of polls today, so please vote quick if you plan on voting. Should immigrants be able to be police? And I'm saying, just so we could be clear, I don't understand, just so you can understand my position. I don't understand why you would have somebody be a police officer before they be a citizen. Like, is there a lack of people in America wanting to be police officers? Like, I don't think that that's an issue. I don't think that there's like, we can't get enough people to be police officers. I don't think that's an issue. I don't like, in my opinion, the way that they're trying to come off is like we don't have enough people in America that want to be police officers. Trying to get this fixed up, so yeah. Just want to see results. So it's like they're trying to say we don't have enough people in America to be police officers. So y'all getting kicked because I think I'm having issues over here. So I want to have a discussion about that. A lot of discussion about that. That's going to be a little bit later. Just hold on for one moment. I'm so sorry about this. I'm having an issue over here with. What up, Iris? How you doing today? Happy holidays to you. I'm having an issue over here with one of my windows, apparently. I'm gonna snatch it out of the other window. Hold on. I'm having an issue over here with this window. I got a question. I want to propose something to y'all real quick. Listen real quick. So let's say you're a I'm sorry about that. I'm over here wondering why the thing ain't working. So let's say, like, this is crazy. Like, my fucking internet just went bad. Like, what the fuck? It was just working just perfectly like 2 seconds ago. So I got a question for you real quick. Let's say you are a photographer, you videographer, a photographer. That's what you do for a living. Let's say somebody hires you. They say, we're going to pay you, I don't know, $100 to do a job, right? They like, yo, we're going to pay you $100 to go do this job, right? So they send you the $100. They're going to go do the job, but they don't pay for you to get to the place. So they say, take an Uber. So you take an Uber, the Uber $30, but they send you to the wrong location. So now they want you to take another Uber to the right location. What do you do? What do you do if they paid you, but they also sending you to the wrong places? So all the money they paid you, you now have to spend on transportation to go do the thing that they paying you to go do. What do? Did they renege on their end of the deal? Because if they're not paying transportation fee, that means that they have to give you the correct location, right? We're gonna get to the show, but this is a question, right? I'm gonna propose it again. Let's say they gave you $100 to go do a thing. Let's say $200 to go do a thing. You say, okay, they don't tell you where the event is at until it's like 20 minutes to go, 20, 30 minutes to go. Like, you got like the most 45 minutes to be there. You're 2 hours away on public transportation. The only way you can get to the place on time is an Uber. They're not paying for your transportation, but they did give you the $200. The Uber to the first location that they tell you is $60. Now, do you have an obligation to keep taking Ubers all around New York City? If they're not paying for the fucking Uber because they sent you to the wrong location. When they also told you at the last minute where you were supposed to be. I'm curious. Put that in the, I'm curious what y'all think about that. Let's get to the show. Shit, I didn't put I'm having a problem with my computer, obviously. Hold on. I'm having a problem with my computer. I gotta re-put that poll up. I didn't read it out. I typed the words and then I had to untype the words because my shit be funny. Hold on. They gotta speed up the internet over here. I gotta call these guys. I called them up the other day. I mean, there's nothing I could do. They said a couple of months or some shit. Maybe there's something I could do to my computer. I'll figure it out today. Hold on. Should immigrants? I can't even see the keys. Should immigrants be able to be police? Why do I keep spelling immigrants with 2 A's? Sheesh, that's what happened. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to figure this out. So now I gotta figure something out. I gotta get the other computer and see if I don't know. I gotta figure this out. I might have to only use this computer for live streaming, and I can use the other computer to work on. And I just gotta take everything off of this fucking computer and use this computer for live streaming and the other computer for work. It's the only way this is gonna work. All right. This is just very pissing me off. What up, El Torres? Arthur D. Glass says, it's simple. You wouldn't blew through the money and ended up stranded. Common sense and stupidity on their part. I want to say something because I didn't know that something was going on the internet. So I need to just give me a moment. This has nothing to do with our topics for today. I didn't know that there was a thing going on the internet because I don't pay attention to the content out there that's hating on other people, even if it's people that I don't really care for. I just don't do that. That's not me. So the last couple of days, I was informed of a thing that I knew was going on, but I didn't know to the magnitude that it was going on. For everybody that knows, especially because I spoke about this, and the thing that I spoke about was the fact that I got that dude CK, right? So if you've been in prison, you'll understand what I'm about to say. So this is why CK niggas don't fuck with you. I'm about to explain why niggas don't fuck with you. So in prison, there's this thing that they do, right? You got to be mindful of when you go into prison because don't accept nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like people going to be nice to you, but they just going to be nice to you and then you're going to owe them. You understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to what CK always says whenever he's speaking about me. He always has these imaginary people that I asked him to defend me from, which I didn't. Because if you know me and you know how much I talk about I got issues, how come he's the only person ever that I ever went up to and said I needed help? I never said that to anybody else. Just you, CK? People offered help to come check niggas. And I tell them, nah, it's good. But just you, only you, is the guy that I said, nah, come help me. Okay, forget that for a moment. And we can talk about TD cakes today too. Forget that for a moment. So, because I just need for you to understand just how insane this is. So when you go to prison, sometimes they offer you fake help. So later on, they can act like you owe them something. So that's what he's doing. He's constantly pretending like he's doing shit for me that he's not doing nothing for me, fam. He's doing zero for me. He's never done anything for me. He's tricking y'all into thinking that he's done something for me, so I owe him something because he wants me to owe him. I refuse to become into debt. I refuse to allow myself to owe him anything. So I'm going to tell you what happened. He calls me up. He says, Jack, we got there was a blood sting. It really was an event that was going on. So he was like, yo, Jack, I want you to pull up BBN, come do your BBN thing, just go live. We going to be hanging out. He know I don't got a problem with that. I was like, yeah, fine. I don't got an issue. But I think there was like a situation. My phone was off or some shit. But I was like, I don't got an issue, but I can't go live. And I explained. He was like, don't worry about it. We're going to pay you. So he gave me the 200, right? So I said, all right, where I got to be at? He said, it's on whatever day it was. It was like it was like a day or two away or some shit, right? I'm like, all right. So we get to the day. He gave me the money on the day. So we get to the day, but he don't tell me where to be at until we got like 20 minutes to be there, like something like 20, 30 minutes. So I live in Coney Island. The place he needed me to be was on the other side of Brooklyn. It was at least like an hour and a half to 2 hours on the train. At least 2 hours on the train. Because it takes me from where I live about 45 minutes to walk to the train. And if I take the bus, it's about a half an hour to 20 minutes. All right? So I don't live nowhere where I could just get up, go and get anywhere. So he knows where I live. So he literally called me when it was too late for me to be able to do anything else other than take an Uber. How are you going to pay me and then tell me I got to use all the money that you're paying me to do your event? In any regard, I get to the first place. I say, fuck it. I'm just going to, I get to the first place. The first Uber was somewhere between $50 to $60. I get to the first place. He's not there. They left. He literally sent me somewhere where he was not going to be at. It's an Uber, fam. I said, are y'all there? He said, yeah, I'm on the way. I get there and call you when I get there. Nah, we halfway across town. What? So now you want me to take another Uber the way you're at, and that Uber's going to be $45. I went home. I'm either doing the event because you're paying me to do the event, or I have no interest in being there. You broke our contract when you sent me to multiple locations and you were not footing the bill. You did it on purpose because you wanted to be able to say that I owed you something. No, nigga, you didn't follow our contract. Where do you want me to be? I'll be there. I was there. You weren't. Our contract did not indicate me having to spend the money you were paying me to go to various different locations to do your content. So the thing I didn't know what was going on is I didn't know they were all over the internet talking about how this nigga gay. They've been on the internet talking about how this nigga gay for the last 3 or 4 years. I heard he was sleeping with the boys in jail. I heard he was taking advantage of the young boys. This is your king. This is the guy that y'all out here promoting. A dude that when has the ability to be on top, he take advantage of the people under him. That's y'all king. Y'all hate me for that guy. Y'all hate the guy over here that is damn near praying. I am praying every day that more people go to God. Y'all hate me for a nigga that go to jail and rape men and young boys. Well, I consider early 20s a boy that go to jail and rape men. Y'all choose that guy over a dude that talk about the Bible all the time. And you wonder why I lose faith in society. Let's get to the show. Sheesh, man. I didn't know all of that stuff about this dude was going on the internet still. I didn't know. I don't follow none of them niggas. I don't follow none of them arguing niggas. And when they come in here, I block them. So you know I can't see. And when they come in here, they talk crazy, so I block them. So you know I can't see them. You understand what I'm saying on my feed? You feel me? So I don't be knowing what they talking about. I don't be knowing what they doing. But I do know if you standing next to that guy, don't expect for the money to come. I know that much for a fact. Because the niggas with the money know who that nigga is. They don't want to deal with him. So if you standing next to that guy, be happy with your regular job. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I liked when I had a regular job. I love this shit. Be honest with you. I just, don't want to do it no more. But be happy with like your regular life. You're not going nowhere. This nigga's toxic. You're not going nowhere. You're not going to meet anybody in the industry that say that they don't like me. Okay? And he's bad-mouthing me and is getting around to people who think I'm a pretty cool dude, even the ones who don't know me. And then they come to my page, and when we talk about God, we hit in all the notes. When we talk about the Bible, we're talking about the Bible correctly. When I'm correlating the Bible to actual regular life and normal, what's going on in the world, it correlates. It goes together. I'm teaching. I'm speaking it appropriately and correctly for the most part. To a nigga that didn't graduate from high school, probably don't got a GED, spent half of his life and spent damn near 15, 20 years in prison. Out here on the internet trying to coordinate this page to argue with that page and that page to argue with that page and that page to argue with that page. So nobody don't make no money because he can't make no money. And y'all niggas fall for it. I didn't fall for it. I told the nigga I ain't want to fuck with him, basically, because I moved away. But y'all niggas fuck with a nigga that spent all of his energy trying to stop another nigga from making money. And then y'all call yourself real niggas. Just remember that part. I'm going to get to the actual show. Actually, I'm going to try to do that other thing. And then I'm going to get to the actual show. I got a thing I'm still trying to do over here. Chicago says that they're going to allow immigrants, apparently, to be police officers. This is insane. That's one. Two, they're also, I'm not sure if it's illegal immigrants or just immigrants in general. They're going to also allow for them to acquire handguns or guns, firearms. This is the Democrats doing. I got a question. Who is the main people saying that they don't want no one to have guns? Who the heck is the main people that keep talking about how they don't want no one to have guns, but they want to give it to the immigrants? I need somebody to explain this to me. I need an explanation. The Democrats, the main people that get your vote by saying that Republicans don't like gun control, the main guys that's always talking about gun control, now they are saying, let's give guns to people who are not even citizens of America. I need somebody to explain this to me. I need somebody to explain this to me. Trying to open up a window and I'm having problems with it. They obviously trying to put, fam, who's been telling y'all they've been trying to replace black people? I think there's somebody that's been, ain't it crazy how much truly come to pass? Or is that just me? Or is that just me? Is that just me? Is that a me thing? Is that a me thing? Because I've been telling you I've been trying to replace us for years. Is that a me thing? That is just absolutely crazy how often I tell y'all something that happens. Or is that just a me thing? Oh, y'all used to it by now? I'm going to say something that was dope. I know I'm lagging like crazy. I'm going to say something that was dope. I got to plug this computer in. So, something that my family, my real family won't tell you about me, but they won't tell you this about me. But when I'm around, fam, and we're doing anything, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. When we're doing something and they don't know what to do next, and everybody is confused, everybody looks at me. That's the role I played in my family since I've been a teenager. See, when I was younger, I had to wait longer because I was a kid. But when I became a man, they come to me. Also, in all fairness, these guys are pretty capable. So those aren't saying this shit's just lagging like crazy. They just got a window. They're just not gonna open up for me. Right. Also, just so we could be clear, these guys are capable. So these aren't just people that can't do nothing. They're capable. They're pretty capable. I don't have people in everybody in my family got talents and shit. Like everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody in my family got talents. Like everybody. It would be odd for somebody to be in my family and not have a talent, is what I'm saying. Are they going to be super watered down versions of us too? Because they ain't come in our prime. No. First, this is going to happen. All right, so let's talk about the Bible for 2 seconds. One of the things the Bible says is that the Lord says that He's gonna return His people to in the final days, that He's not gonna come back here, or we're not gonna basically, or the people aren't gonna be in their homeland or have dominion or control over there. That's why there's Jewish people who don't agree with the Jews living in Israel. That's a whole nother conversation. Maybe if I could get a Jewish guy on our program one day and we could talk about it, but that's a whole nother conversation. There are Jewish people who are Jewish and they do not agree with the Zionists. Okay? I just want to be clear on this. I'm not saying who's right. I'm not saying who's wrong. I'm just telling you a thing that's an actual thing. So what I think is talking about population, not just us, like the world, I guess, right? So remember, one of the big issues that's been coming up in the Caucasian community, especially something they've been talking about at a political level for probably about the last 7 years, and that's the fact that the number of Caucasian babies being born is plummeting, while the number of Latin-speaking children, specifically Spanish-speaking children, like from Latin nations. So I say all that to say this, right? Before we rewind, we're going to rewind for a minute and talk about black abortions. That's not what I'm saying, Ken Thomas, but it is what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, but it is what I'm saying. Are y'all getting kicked? I don't know if everybody is getting kicked. My reception over here. I'm gonna restart this live. Our my connection is terrible. I'm gonna restart this live, y'all. I'm gonna restart the live. All right, our connection's terrible. We gotta restart the live.